Remember to turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video. I've realized that I've arrived because it takes more than a hate comment to kill my vibe. I'm back again for Wasa and Woru in volume 13 of Chainsaw Man. Let's get started. Chapter 104 was brilliant. We start with Woru making an ahegao face. An amazing start, I might add. Common Woru W. We learned that Woru lost to CSM in the past and is being forgotten because he ate part of her. This is an interesting development, and I like how they connect it to the decrease in wars in real life. Her fear of being forgotten fleshes out her character. She's already a much better character than her other horseman counterpart, Makima. In the next scene, we see Lenji, being an absolute degenerate. He's letting girls sit on his back as a chair. I can't make this up. Somehow, he's gotten worse from the end of part 1. He lets people sit on him for 10 minutes for 10 yen. That's about 10 cents in the US. His lameness knows no bounds. Yoshida continues to keep Denji's identity a secret. I might have to promote him to Woshida. Denji thinking revealing himself as Chainsaw Man will get him a girlfriend is so shallow. Once they see his actual personality, they'll run away in disgust because there's barely anything redeeming there. Yoshida bringing Lenji to Wasa after he asks for a girl that's desperate is a hilarious callback to her asking him out. Woshida is a king, no cap. I might end up liking him more than Aki. Woshida out here being a goated wingman and getting the two to talk, although Wasa shouldn't be wasting her time with a bum like Lenji. Here is one of the best scenes in Chainsaw Man. Wasa rips into CSM and his stupid fans. She's literally me for real. Everything she says about Chainsaw Man is straight facts. He's filthy, brainless, and a pervert. CSM fans always defend the story like they're being paid. I know from personal experience. We relate so much. After Lenji says he's CSM, she hits him with a cold loser and walks away. Lenji can hold this L. Tell me she's a queen without telling me she's a queen. She definitely understood the assignment. That cold stare got me bricked up. Give me a sec. Gotta rub one out real quick. Chapter 105 was spectacular. Woru and Wasa show off their skills as a comedic duo when Wasa calls Woru stupid for believing Lenji and the latter gets mad at being called stupid. Woru and Wasa begin to work together to catch CSM as well. I'm gonna start calling them the queens from now on. Wasa visits an injured Yuko because she's a goated friend. They start chatting it up and Yuko brings up sharing secrets. Wasa talks about peeing herself as a kid, but I mean, she was a kid. I can let that slide. And then Yuko casually drops a nuke on us like she's Reiner from AOT telling Eren that he's the armored titan. Yuko says that she killed her neighbor for gambling while on welfare. The several panels and double spread of silence do a perfect job at passing time in a menacing fashion after such news. Wasa gives Yuko the benefit of the doubt and asks if she was joking. But Yuko asks if she wants to see the body with a smile on her face. But she ain't done. She brings up the peeing, the killing from the first chapter of part 2, and Woru, almost as a threat. Bro, this chapter was crazy. And then she reveals that she has telepathy because of her contract with the Justice Devil, the same one that the class prez had. And if you thought it was over, Yuko promises to kill Wasa's bullies and hits her with a school shooter, don't come to school tomorrow. This writing is bussing in part 2. It's like once Lenji was removed as the protagonist, the story's quality skyrocketed. Chapter 106 was okay. Wasa is in denial and wants to stop Yuko from killing people for her. What a legend. But Woru won't let her. Hold up. Look at that cake. It's like twice the size of her thigh. We really need hentai of these two. Woru shows up to stall Yuko because she wants her to stay long enough for CSM to show up rather than running away. Despite being too weak, she knows Yuko won't kill her because it killed Wasa too. Woru is as cold as ice. Yuko transforms at the end. Chapter 107. The chapter is good. The two start fighting and Yuko picks off 2 of the 3 bullies before the Devil Hunter Club shows up. They were actually balling for a second without any powers, but then they got washed. Yuko's self-centered sense of justice is good development, reminiscent of Light Yagami. Woru has set up traps and weapons like a genius, but Yuko can read her mind. Planning ahead, she's literally me for real. But then she pulls out a trump card, switching back to Wasa. It's the intelligence for me. Chapter 108 was great. Wasa uses Woru's power to turn her uniform into a sword. Hey yo, Wasa is thick. Look at that arched back, that round bunda, and those juicy thighs. Call me Mega Man cause my Mega Buster's about to fire a charged shot for this based queen. Be right back. I came fast like 911 in white neighborhoods. Ain't got no shame about it. Wasa wanting to solve her own problem is honorable. Yuko reestablishes her twisted sense of justice, mentions being a symbol of justice like Chainsaw Man, which he's not, and reveals the interesting fact that she didn't sacrifice anything to get her powers. Bruh, look at the width of her hips. Those are childbearing hips. Our 2.5D kids will come out smoothly from her birth canal. The weapon chops Yuko to pieces despite being slapped away. Its power comes from the sentimental value Wasa places on it. When I give her a ring, it'll be her strongest weapon. Wasa has a Vietnam flashback to Chick-fil-A dying, but she shouldn't, because that chicken sandwich deserved to die. Wasa goes to check up on Yuko's health like a great friend. Some weirdo shows up and offers to save Yuko for Wasa, calling Wasa her sister. I guess she'll be my sister-in-law. Yuko comes back stronger at the end. Chapter 109. Yuko decides to destroy school to eliminate bullying, but bullying can exist in the workplace too, and some people need to get bullied. It can help them go from losers to alphas. Asa's hips are bussin' in this one panel. Just before Yuko can kill the third bully, Lenji shows up and transforms. She loses because all Lenji is thinking about is how to expose his identity naturally. Shallow and dumb as usual. Woru takes over and holy hell! Look at the width of those hips and thighs. Her body is God's blessing on this wonderful world. That feeling when you're looking at peak beauty. Just for that, this chapter gets promoted to excellent. Chapter 110 was good. Those thick, tantalizing thighs and those habitable, holy, healthy hips are to nut for. Even Lenji is checking her out. He can look, but he better not touch her. I saw her first. Yoshida stops the idiot from revealing his identity and saves him from Wuko. Some losers are shown throwing shade at Yuko, and Wasa is revealed to have a recurring dream, like Lenji in part 1. Holy moly, Wasa looks like a snack even with her hair down. She's the CEO of looking hot at all times, on God. Those shorts show off her long, lustrous legs well. Yuko shows up at Wasa's door and she opens it, despite the warning because she's an amazing friend. No cap. Chapter 111. This chapter was phenomenal. In the conversation between friends, Yuko wants to find a way to turn back human and understands that if she's killed, she deserved it. Yuko also reveals that she lied about doing it for Wasa and that she wanted to be loved like Chainsaw Man, which is why she brought him up during the fight. She also reveals that she only talked to Wasa because she thought she could gain a friend by rescuing her. This twist reveal in a character's thoughts is similar to the Wasa reveal relating to Wingstop's death. Look at that arched back and bunda again. When she's getting choked, I'll choke her if she wants me to. But some people were trying to tell me that she has no cake, and that it's just an arched back making it look round. They're just haters. Anyway, Yuko also gains the self-awareness to know that what she did wasn't justice. She also tells her that the Justice Devil is at school, an interesting piece of information. And then the queen repays Yuko's favor by offering Yuko her shoes, and when Yuko rejects, Wasa says that she can sell them or throw them away, mirroring what Yuko said to her. Such poetic symmetry and a beautiful moment. The two laugh together, displaying their amazing friendship. Yuko says she'll return the shoes one day, but she tragically dies at the end of this chapter. Like in Fullmetal Alchemist, I'll promote her post-mortem. Yuko is now Wuko. She's killed by someone who looks like Chainsaw Man. For some reason, they show the bully as one of the close-up shots before Wuko's demise. Maybe she'll be an important character later. The last chapter of the volume is 112. It was good. Wasa asks Woru about the sister, but the latter denies any knowledge of her. I think she's capping. The sister shows up again and is a member of the Devil Hunter Club. The president, Isayumi, reveals that he's Chainsaw Man when Woru asks. He even has the cord in his chest, but we know that Lenji is Chainsaw Man. Could he be the imposter who killed Wuko? The questions pile up. Such an intriguing mystery. The queens have another comical routine, and we learn that Woru is too weak. Wasa becomes more cooperative, even willing to kill a human. She steps on a chicken, like in her dream. Maybe this is symbolic of her slowly corrupting morality, because in the dream, she initially tries not to step on chickens. Also, Woru's smile is beautiful. The queens try to plan out their next weapon. Wasa saying she'd rather kill a human than a cat is not positively pushing P. Rare Asa L. It's also similar to Lenji, who saved a cat rather than humans last volume. At least she knows that killing criminals is better than killing innocents. Woru says, pick someone between cat and criminal, which is a clean line. And then Denji pops up, and then Lenji pops up, meeting that criteria. This loser really ripped off homeless people. Woru says, think of it as a necessary evil to put an end to a nightmare. That sounds extremely close to the ends justify the means, which is teleology. Last volume, Wasa chose deontology when she saved Wuko. Woru is now corrupting Wasa. Big yikes. Then, Wasa asks Lenji out, and Lenji accepts. This ain't it, Chief. The only redeeming things about this scene is how cute Wasa looks and the possibility of Lenji dying. If these two get together, it's gonna be a tragedy. I might just quit YouTube. And a lot of my own fans are preying on my downfall by hoping that this happens. I saw the results of that poll. Y'all haters. This volume was just as great or even greater than the last volume. The queens continued to do their thing, and the chapters continued to slap. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.